Hello, 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 my lovelies. It is Talk Radio, TAWK Radio, with your hostess, Cypher Kai. It is Freaky Fridays, www.tawkradio.com/shows is what you're currently tuned into. It is all about the music and the grown-up conversations. I feel like I should tell you guys from now that, just from the title alone, right? Freaky Fridays means that you should have headphones on. And when the link went out, it said headphones are required, not suggested, required. Explicit adult content, headphones are required, because it is. We're going to talk like we're grown tonight, you guys. So we're doing the ABCs of Sex series, and we've gotten up to the letter D. D is in David. And we'll be talking about sexual acts and sexual conversations to do with the letter D. We've been doing this for the past couple of weeks. If you go back into the archives, you'll hear A through C there. And we're going to do this for the next several weeks until we get to the letter Z and complete this, right? Now, we will be doing some overhauling on the platform soon. I'm thinking February or March. So if you're here and you're accustomed to the explicit conversations, the conversations will still be provocative, but maybe a little less profane. I might lose some of the audience. That's fine. I might gain some as well. But I have my own journey that I'm on, and I need to be obedient to what I'm being led to do. Yeah? But there's still very important conversations that need to be had. And so we're going to have them. And I'm unafraid and unapologetic, and this is an unscripted platform. So, you guys, if you are wanting to be connected to the show, the opportunity to do that, to showcase your wares, your services, your business, give us an email at sales@tawkradio.com. Also, we do have a 24/7 hotline number set up for you guys to give commentary, leave feedback. If you need resources, please reach out, 347-450-3958, 347-450-3958. Okay, so officially, this is the first Friday that I'm broadcasting from the United States under the new regime. So it's official, you guys. For the global community, it is official. On Wednesday, the inauguration did successfully happen in the United States for the President and Vice President of the United States. So Mr. Joseph R. Biden, I believe it's R. Joseph Biden and Ms. Kamala Harris are now the President and Vice President of the United States. And it went off without any nonsensory from Mr. Trump and his crowd. So thank God for that, right? So under this new regime, this is my first official Freaky Fridays. And so, in honor of that and their accomplishment and the first, having the first woman in the White House, just a first for a couple of things. My brain is all over the place right now. But, in honor of the accomplishment and the fact that it went off without a hitch, I would like to play Coffee's Toast for us all to celebrate, for one form or another, even if it's some you didn't vote for them, even if you didn't want them in, because I know I have other people that listen to the show that don't agree with me on my political stance and lots of other things. That's okay. You're still welcome here. We can still be grown and have conversations. So this is Coffee's Toast here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it.
Yo, is it? Are you kidding me?
Toast, yeah. So we are coming in with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah. And gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we both then only said the road and me go on with the road. Third form, me say me try a thing. And you know it formed out to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with chronic say I sing. Yeah, see me all diggy soon get the higher ring. Like hello brother, you say I had to shut ya. Saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If me the
TAWK Radio.
Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my if you tell them my story. That's how blessings upon me. And that's how I made to give him the glory. I'm delighted. Jah knows my passion ignited. Got the music get me excited. I'm coming like a potion. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings, not just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then Ollie said the road and me go on with the road. Toast, yeah,
TAWK Radio.
Yeah, we give thanks. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then Ollie said the road and me going with the road. Toast, yeah,
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays. Tonight it's all about the ABCs of Sex series on www.tawkradio.com/shows. And so I played that one tonight. I do have some hip-hop music pulled. I have some soca music pulled and some reggae music pulled. And I think I'm going to start off with the hip-hop tonight because that's kind of vibe, kind of timing I'm on right now. If you're new to the platform, we normally start speaking about the topic of the evening around 30 minutes in, giving people a chance to get settled, listen to the music, put their babies away, which is necessary. You've got to put the babies away. Your prudish mate, husband, wife, partner, whatever. I also want to give you guys time to gather your papers and pens because you should be taking notes. We're going to learn some things. I learn a lot when I do these shows. A lot of words I can't pronounce, I won't try. I'll try. It's like I said, it's live, unscripted radio. But if it's something I really can't pronounce, we kind of move on, right? Kind of move on. And if you guys have your own words that you know to do with sexual situations, beginning with the letter D, a slang term or something that I don't mention, the text live number tonight is 347-450-3958. Sorry, 347-450-3958. I'll be monitoring that back and forth from time to time. And I remember to look at it. So if you are an international listener, please hit us up on the Facebook page at facebook.com/TAWKRADIO. And you can message us on the messenger from there. And I can read those for the international listeners that tune into the show. Now, also, I usually wait a few minutes into the show to do it, but I think I'll do it now. So I'm going to mention the countries that made the biggest movement from last week Friday to this week Friday. So these are not the only countries that listen, just the ones that made the most significant movement from last week Friday to this week Friday. So that would be India, Spain, Colombia, Chile, Barbados, and the United Arab Emirates. You guys are amazing. I try to tell someone. I've got Sabbath keepers that listen to my show. I know I do. They're breaking all kinds of things to listen to talk radio because it's what they need. It's what they need. And not necessarily the vulgarity, profanity of it, but sex is an international topic. So is music, so is food, right? And so imagine being in a very restrictive culture or country or something where you have these thoughts, you have these ideas, you have these feelings, and you feel like you're in a bubble and you can't talk about it. Who do you talk about this stuff to without them looking down their nose at you, potentially stoning you, all these other things? That's what talk radio is here for. It's a platform to be free and freely expressive. And so that's what we're going to be doing here and going forward. And I tell you guys, we will be getting some live phone lines open soon. We'll be working on the social medias and a lot of different things. It's coming. It is coming. It's very laborious behind the scenes, and I have a lot of updates to give you guys as well. So we'll be getting all that information out to you very, very soon. Very, very soon. Like I said, I'm going to have to start from scratch with a lot of the things that I'm doing, but it's fine. I am up for the challenge. And yes, so this is Freaky Fridays here with your hostess, Cypher Kai, for the ABCs of Sex series tonight, the letter D. So let me jump into some of this hip-hop music that I pulled. Where is it? All right, I got a few. They weren't in the order I wanted them in. But it's all right. I'll figure it out. Okay. So this one is an oldie but goodie here to the platform. This started as a new several months ago on the platform. Actually, we do our new news on Wednesdays. We play new music. We talk about political topics and those things, the headline news and stuff. And so this was a new news several months ago. I loved it. You guys loved it. It made it its way into the rotation. This one tonight is Show My Ass by Fat Youngin featuring Yella Beezy here on Talk Radio's Freaky Fridays.
Damn.
Jay Cameron.
Show my ass, ooh. Show my ass, show my ass, show my ass, ooh. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Bitch, I'ma show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Bitch, I'ma show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag.
I'm a stack, never blow my cash. Cut a bitch out so fast. I'm a flat, got a hoe so mad. Big block corner, got a hoe so sad. White trippin', so your hoe so trash. Call her up, then your hoe gon' smash. You a joke, so your hoe gon' laugh. And I fuck in your bed, so your hoe so bad. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. If I say we got smoke, then you don't wanna jump in. I got a hoe that got a hoe, she hunch hoes and hunch niggas. I'm in this bitch 1 deep, and I ain't scared of 1 nigga. Hey, don't get slum nigga.
TAWK Radio.
Hey, you ride my dick, but ain't got a car. Hey, what's feelings? What that? Nigga, I ain't got no heart. Nigga kept it real from the start. If you still bitch, then play your part.
Show my ass, show my ass, ooh. Show my ass, show my ass, show my ass, ooh. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Bitch, I'ma show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Bitch, I'ma show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag. They press the nigga the ball, like youngin', don't stop, nigga, keep going. I'm up on Adderall, the money coming in, and it keep going. Go. I might go cop me a phone, I hop out and look like I've been torn. You know these niggas be boring and sleep on a nigga like they been snoring. I gotta fill up the bag, remember them days I was damn bad. No, we ain't going outside, you flexing with it, then we taking your sack. And no, we ain't giving it back.
TAWK Radio.
But these niggas cuffing these bitches, and we leave a bitch in the past. 4 pockets full, just like little baby, that's probably why my pants sad. Don't mean to brag, we make it look easy, that's probably why these niggas mad. They thought I was capping, they wanna believe me, that's why I gotta show my ass. We ran that money up fast, just throw them hundreds in the bag. Show my ass, show my ass, ooh. Show my ass, show my ass, show my ass, ooh. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Bitch, I'ma show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag, show my ass, show my ass. Bitch, I'ma show my ass, show my ass, show my ass. Cause I got a bag.
Man, I was so obsessed with that song when it came out the first time. I was like, what? His voice is so unique. I like unique sounds, you know? Everybody kind of comes out, sounds like a cookie cutter kind of version, sounds the same, but yeah, he sounded very, very different, very unique. The next one we're going to play here, as we're keeping in this rap vein for a little bit. This one is Badass, Cash Doll, DJ Infamous, Mulatto, and Benny the Butcher here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I might smash on them bitches with my badass. Fuck it, let me show them hoes what they mad at. I might smash on them bitches with my badass. Ay, fuck it, let me show these hoes what they mad at. Ay, with my badass. Look, first off, bitch, you know who I am. You ain't a bad bitch cause you running scams. Instagram, Snapchat, and OnlyFans. You hopping on dicks, I'm hopping in lamps. I be with my bitches on some boss shit. You and your bitches on some lost shit. Price of the fame, what it cost, bitch? If it's up, then it's stuck, ain't no off switch. 1 or 2 bad bitches hopping out the race.
TAWK Radio.
Fuck you in them pussy ass 6-figure hoe. Whoa, I might smash on them bitches with my badass. Yeah, fuck it, let me show them hoes what they mad at. Ay, I might smash on them bitches with my bad ass. Ay, fuck it, let me show these hoes what they mad at.
Big Lotto.
Ay, with my bad ass.
Big Birkin, bag on the broke bitch. Yeah. YSL with Chanel and some motion. Yeah. All on my dick, better hope you don't choke. Sis. Wrist on water and my pussy on ocean. Young turn bitch, I can't wife a nigga. Nah. I might fuck him then forget him, just like a nigga. I might one night a nigga, ain't the type to lie to niggas. Fuck a fake moan, ain't gon' cap like I like a nigga. Nah. I might smash on the bitch with her mad ass. On my city girl shit, what a bag at? Have you ever seen $250,000 in a glad bag? Big Lotto and CAD, that's what they mad at.
I might smash on them bitches with my bad ass. Yeah.
TAWK Radio.
Ay, I might smash on them bitches with my bad ass. Ay, fuck it, let me show these hoes what they mad at.
Show these hoes.
Ay, with my bad ass.
I need a bad little bitch, never gag on the dick. Your hoe call me Tom Brady cause I passed on the bitch. Everything bust down, no flash on them pics. Driveway so long I caught a cab to the whip. This real nigga still giving game, so thank us. Really touch 7 figures and remain so gangster. Tryna bag my bitch but you ain't made no paper. Got a jewelry case full of tennis chains and bracelets. Fucking with a boss nigga she deserve to be. Bought her a salon and paid for her surgery. That pussy watered and spoiled her, certainly. It's big dick baller whenever she refer to me. Back to back whips when she running with us. You keep leaving heart emojis under pictures. I can tell them bad bitches acting funny with you. You know what to do, go and get some money, nigga.
I might smash on them bitches with my bad ass.
TAWK Radio.
Fuck it, let me show them hoes what they mad at. I might smash on them bitches with my bad ass. Ay, fuck it, let me show these hoes what they mad at. Ay, with my bad ass.
Got it on swag.
OG Park.
TAWK Radio, you guys. TAWK Radio. I do have a surprise for you guys this evening. Now, normally when I'm doing the ABCs of Sex series, we play music. I talk about the things to do with the letter for the evening, and then I finish. But tonight, there was an article sent to me that I feel like I need to be serious about for a minute and talk about, but I'll do it after we do the ABCs of Sex series. That's the title for the evening. But it was something I can't let pass under my nose and not discuss. Very briefly, it's a very dismal article, but I don't run away from those things. And it's something that I think needs to be discussed. And so I'm going to do that this evening. And we're going to be very, very grown. It is to do with sex, is why I'm talking about it tonight, as opposed to one of the other evenings. I also did an impromptu broadcast on a Saturday, last week Saturday. It was like a midday mix of stuff, and it was really great. You guys showed up and showed out. 250,000 of you tuned into that show, so that's amazing. I was just kind of shitting around with some of the controls and stuff and trying to figure out how to use things and work things and do things when I'm not having a conversation, so that was really great. And I'm going to be incorporating that into the show, I think, daily in the next couple of months. So every day there'll be a music mix for like 2 hours a day. Every day, you guys are saying you need to see and experience and be around more of me, and I'm not mad to help you do that. So I'm just working on some things and trying to figure out how we're going to get all of that done. So I just want to put that out there. This is www.tawkradio.com/shows with your host is Cypher Kai. You guys, it's a new regime. It's a new regime in the United States. Lots of money going to be given away. You guys, I'll save the heavies, the mental heavies for other days of the week. We're going to also be restructuring and organizing what's going to be happening on different days of the week. So you guys stay tuned for that as well. It's going to be really awesome. So as we're here in this rap vein, we're going to start the topic of the evening around 8:30. The next one we're going to play right now is called Hoopty by Mr. CJ here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Happy on the asset social, man. Loyalty over royalty, y'all niggas know the vibes.
Fuck your kill this beat.
Whoop it, bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm by my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a 2-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back on my bullshit.
TAWK Radio.
And my shooters, they shooting. I won't take her, they roof, Chris. I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with your trees, then she give it though. When I see police, then we gang low. That's another piece, that's another zone. Ice in the VVs, now she down to get treachy. I got all this water on me like Fiji. Bitch, I'm posted up with hats and the sleazies. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his lata, then he dancing my chata. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm open his lata, then he dancing my chata. Whooped it, bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese.
TAWK Radio.
To this paper like blue sleep, bitch. I'm by my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back on my bullshit, spin back with a full clip. They say I'm moving ruthless, and my shooters they shooting. I won't take her, they roof, Chris.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Friday. Shout out to Priscilla who's tuned in from California. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. Said somebody sent her the link and she's enjoying what she's hearing so far. I'm glad to hear that. And be aware. We're going to have some very grown conversations in a few minutes. This is the ABCs of Sex series on Freaky Fridays, the letter D tonight. All to do with sexual situations and things, starting with the letter D. And we're going to go straight to the alphabet over the next couple of weeks, you guys. So stay tuned for that as well. Should be very, very interesting. I've been learning a lot. I've been learning a lot of things doing these episodes over the past couple of weeks. And one of the things I really got to figure out is that a lot of the dirty things I've been having on my mind and wanting to try and things like that, they had fancy sexual terminology names. I did not know. So shout out to Ven, who's in the public chat room. Nice to have you. Shout out to Coach Craig, who is working right now and cannot tune in with us live, but has promised to listen in the archives. Shout out to Anthony, the Lyft driver, who I don't know if he's on yet or not, but he more than likely is riding around with me in his ears while he's driving taxi. Shout out to Mr. Jason B in New Jersey. Shout out to Mr. J Grant, who should be tuned in the archives as well. Shout out to Mr. B. Also, these are my irregulars. They're like super VIPs. Right? So irregular here is a good thing. It's a good thing here on the show. This is the ABCs of Sex series on Freaky Fridays on www.tawkradio.com/shows with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos this evening. And if you like what you're hearing, you've got a couple of options to continue to enjoy this. Yes. As you're listening, please send out the link that was sent to you. That would be very helpful. Also, if you come into the show late, as soon as I'm finished on the air, you can go back to the website and reload the page and start from the beginning. Also available in iHeart, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podcast Chaser, Deezer, and a couple other places as well. You can always hear that. And if you feel like binging, if you just didn't get enough, if it's new to you, or you've been here for a while and you just want to enjoy some more, you might have missed a few episodes. There are about 100 episodes available on the website for your listening pleasure. Yes. So feel free to indulge. Lots of different things. It's not all, profane and sexual. There are some substantive things that come out. And before I started doing the Wednesday shows, I know I was breaking up the Freaky Friday shows into 2 hours. So the first hour was the vulgarity and the sexual stuff. And the second part of the show, like around the 9 o'clock hour, was the more substantive things, because I had noticed at that time the Friday's audience was bigger and I had a lot of things that I wanted to talk about and get the word out to people. So that's what it was. And not every single Freaky Fridays episode is completely vulgar. So you'd have to listen to find out. You could always skip ahead when you're listening as well. So I'm not offended by that. Just go in, check it out. All of it helps. And you'll learn some things, I assure you. You will learn some things. So I think I can play 2 more before I start talking about the topic of the evening. So let's see, where am I? All right, then. The next one is going to be On Fleek by Yella Beezy featuring Gunna here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
shit. I'm a iced out of arm and wrist. Pink and ring and a charming gliss. Big ol' big love, enormous shit. No basic business, got a calm equip. I love feeling on her tongue and lips. Give her 42, she gon' tongue it. Slow down, jump on it. Ooh. Got another and come on it. Ooh. We keep on
TAWK Radio.
Lick swan it. Head is fire like an arsonist. She hold my kids like an orphanage. Diamond ring, bling sparkling. All up in the neck gargling. Women linking up partying. You can hit your friend, call him in. It's wet when I'm falling in. Ice up on my neck and it's so frozen. I'ma beat that till it's swollen. Ooh, la mama, you so chosen. I can't even take it from you. My baby on fleek, yeah. That pussy so sweet, yeah. Let it drip on my teeth, yeah. Yeah. I need me a freak, yeah. Don't buy nothing cheap, yeah. I keep lil' mama on fleek, yeah. Yeah.
Got lil' mama on fleek, yeah. She got a body, got diamonds all over her body. She shine when I beat, yeah. You know I'm running, she milk all her friends come dropping. I woke up with 3 friends. No more I'm money, she want about the latest Givenchy. We back on the street, yeah. Won't wait no time, we can anytime you get hit 7 days through the week, yeah. You sucking that and do all kind of tricks with your tongue. I know you was a freak, yeah. My little shorty fine, grip on me like I could have died. And young nigga fiendin'. I'm dripping you out for the season. Give me Leo for the weekend. Then back in the town, I shoot to the bank and put 60 racks down on my niche bench. We ain't fucking around and my lip holding me down. We ain't going all that deep end.
TAWK Radio.
They tryna break it, I won't bend. Game on and they brought the coach in. I'ma keep sipping this potion.
Ice up on my neck and it's so frozen. I'ma beat that till it's swollen. Ooh, la mama, you so chosen. I can't even take it from you. My baby on fleek, yeah. That pussy so sweet, yeah. Let it drip on my teeth, yeah. Yeah. I need me a freak, yeah. Don't buy nothing cheap, yeah. I keep lil' mama on fleek, yeah. Yeah. Tongue me like la 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 la. Baby, won't you come and slide by and come eat it up? Wah la 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 la. You know it's real, hey yeah. You know it's real. Wanna hear you scream, don't hold it in. Know that sit back and then roll it in. Gassing for a breath, oh I'm in. She hollering yellow, I'm swole again. Grab her by the waist, choke her then. 3-way love, I poke a friend. Ice up on my neck and it's so frozen. I'ma beat that till it's swollen. Ooh, la mama, you so chosen. I can't even take it from you.
TAWK Radio.
Baby on fleek, yeah. That pussy so sweet, yeah. Let it drip on my teeth, yeah. Yeah. I need me a freak, yeah. Don't buy nothing cheap, yeah. I keep lil' mama on fleek, yeah. Yeah.
TAWK Radio, with your host Cypher Kai on this freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. The ABCs of Sex Series, the letter D. ABCs of Sex Series, the letter D. This evening I'm going to give you guys one more song before we start the topic of the evening, and then we'll do a couple of words and a song, and at the end of the show tonight, towards the end of the show tonight, I want to discuss an article that you guys sent me. I want my feedback on, and I would like to talk about anyway. Little serious, but we're grown, and it is of a sexual nature, is why I'm discussing it tonight, as I mentioned. So, the next one I'm going to play before we start talking about the topic of the evening, this one is Pardon by T.I. and Lil Baby here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Junior.
Hit me. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they been misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, toting carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. When they misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, told carbon with them young niggas shooting like horn. Nigga, beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Well, if I may speak freely, we gon' get a bag if we need it. Bust it down, flip it, repeat it. Sucker be greedy. We were never playing in the game. If it was, but we lost, we cheated. Hold up, they ain't made a game, you can play on me. I just be praying for these niggas that they pray on me. They got another thing coming home and they gon' see. I got the blessing of an angel every day on me. Okay, cherry. Nigga used to have me
CAWK Radio.
My turf, word. Wonder what's up under my shirt. Wonder why I ain't getting served. Nigga tip been solid. Speaker gets a name in the hood and you will get slapped out by the ass strap side wallet. But moments in the past, yeah, made me who I am. That's why I don't run from it. Keep it 100. Anyone don't like it, then fuck 'em. Get a little money, then double. Level. Can't wait for selling weed in the envelope. To Puff Daddy standing with me and Chinchilla. Roll ride, rubber band man. Made 100 mil off a 50 grand man. But goddamn, my suggestion is you follow your dreams in this bitch. Put your heart in this shit, you bound to get rid, no cap. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, told carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon.
CAWK Radio, Freaky Fridays.
I be outside, told carbon with them young niggas shooting like hard. Nigga, beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin.
I just want 2 million worth of jury to an interview. I got people asking me what the fuck they got into you. I didn't put it all on the line, I knew that the rent was due. Had to go and get it, no tripping, it went no handout. Corner store got hot, we start selling them at my man house. We ain't never had nothing, stay pulling bands out. I been running it up and I heard he ran out. All these pussy niggas wish you should've fan out. It won't, how you make a gun going safety? It don't, you that young turn nigga baby for shit show. Never in my feelings about a broad, she can hit bro. Red inside, rose truck, call it big boat. Heard a nigga say he want smoke. Switch on my clip on my pole, had to add a little more. I ain't really off for no argument. Niggas say he gon' do what, bitch beg your party.
Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, told carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, told carbon with them young niggas shooting like hard. Nigga, beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Shut up, suck a nigga, get up. Crazy in your head, thinking you can get a head up. Foreign, automotives all in my lawn. Yawn, did this shit so long it getting boring. Tap to the culture, made a motherfucking lifestyle. Shout out to my nigga doing trap music right. But you know we ain't with the hype. Mean on the mic, get the switching out of Queen, just cause she ain't what we like. I'm a king, I'm a thing from the green to the white.
Radio.
Opinions, I got 4 or 5 classics. Say I ain't the shit, that nigga must be dipping acid. Fuck what all the mother nigga doing, all I know is keep going. Start getting money in Georgia. Start selling crack for employment. Make it out of Georgia. That one nigga only intent, get them suckers out the way and get rich. Blocking my pal, bottom for the cat, start barking like my nigga DMX in this bitch. I'm a vet at this shit, and all I ever been was authentic. 20 years I've been all in my business. Getting my bag, stacking my penny, buying everything on the west side of the city. Cause that why all the niggas don't play about tilt. So what I care about what you got to say about tilt, nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, told carbon with young niggas shooting like hard. Beg your pardon. I just put
CAWK Radio.
Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon. Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they be misinformed, I got 100K in my pocket. I be outside, told carbon with them young niggas shooting like hard. Nigga, beg your pardon. I just put the paddock on the throwaway. Shout try to take a nigga soul away. Beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me road race. Swerving in an Aston Martin. Nigga, beg your pardon.
CAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with your host, Cypher Kai. All right, you guys, it's that time of the evening to start the topic of the evening. Tonight is the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D. The letter D. So let's get into it. Now, you guys have had enough time, ample time to get your papers and pens and take notes about this, but not mad at you if you've got to go back in the archive several times. to catch the lingos. The archives will not always be available, you guys. I'm telling you, download these episodes, save them somewhere. Going to be worth some money. Now, the first one is dacrophilia. All right. A fetish for witnessing others cry, often a fetish of sadists who enjoy dominating submissive partners to the point of tears. Ooh. So that's dacrophilia, right? Okay, so we got daisy chain is next. Daisy chain. In an orgy when participants become physically linked in a string of sex acts, often a feature of bisexual orgy. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. The next one we got is dandy. Dandy is a gay man who is excessively stylish and perpetually worried about his presence. My pride community. Do I have any dandies listening to my show right now? Because I know my pride community is on and strong. Then we also have danglers. Excessively droopy labia minora. Synonyms are bacon strips or beef curtains. Now look at, if you guys don't know the fancy names for this is very loose and droopy pussy lips, effectively. Labia minora, you know. So you can look these things up. That's why I tell you, learn some things tonight together and look these things up. So you can have sexual situations where you can say pretty things without seeming so vulgar, but still getting what it is you want to get. So getting the same satisfaction from the situation. You see what I'm saying? This is what you learn things here. I learn your things here on Talk Radio, right? Okay. Now we got an abbreviation, DDF, means drug and disease free, often used in like, I guess, online ads for like dating sites and all that stuff. Drug and disease free. Now, does that also cover cigarettes as well, or like hard drugs? Like, okay, I don't use cocaine, I don't take meth, and the last time I checked, my cock wasn't burning, right? Does it cover the entire gamut? Like, someone's actually responsible enough to go to the hospital, get themselves checked out fully, get blood work done, and they don't take anything. No cigarettes, no drinking, no nothing. Somebody help me out. How far does that actually go for the DDF, right? How far does that actually go? Yeah? So I think I gave you guys 4 just now, didn't I? So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we'll do 4 terms and some music. 4 terms and some music and go back and forth. Shout out to my sister-in-law who's tuned in. My sexy Latina. I'm not going to say her name. I don't want to embarrass her. Right? But I know you're tuned in, my darling, to the sexy Latina who is doing my brother very well. It's nice to have you here. Nice to have you here tonight, my darling. All right. So all of the talkers, all of the international talkers who are here hanging out, making this a global movement, I appreciate you guys. Do I have any more hip hop to play before I move on to another genre? I think I got one more. This is Mode from SB Surfs Up on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I'm back in my mode, yeah. I'm back in my mode, yeah. I'm back in my bag again. Back on my shit, about to kill. Back in the kitchen, about to whiz. Fucking one time, a nice meet you. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch, my sneakers. Fought it on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Fucking one time, a nice meet you. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch in my sneakers. Fought it on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Drop phone ringing out the hood. I can read a bitch like a book. She ain't coming home, she too. Backseat slapping on the butt. All these diamonds ain't drippin', ain't it? Lips of hustle blue, she creepin', ain't it? I don't look captain of the ship. Daycare bustin' on the lip. Mirror grill ballin', now I'm dunking on them. Lot of toe steppin', now I'm walking on them. Push pull up, yeah, I'm flexing on them. Something like a god, how I'm blessing on them. Something like a pimp without the limb. Y'all some pee-wees, y'all scrimps. Mine diamond shining real hard. Y'all shaking looking real dim. Got a lot of ink like a pen. Y'all niggas who never win. Tired of these niggas like the white folks. Not saving hoes, no hero. Doing on the scam like the Lego. Take a nigga shit like I'm Debo.
TAWK Radio.
Snatch a bitch up, that's a repo. Fucking one time, a nice meet you. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch in my sneakers. Fought it on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Fucking one time, nice meet you. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch in my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my bag again. Back on my shit, about to kill. Back in the kitchen, about to whip. Kicking my flag, let get
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with Cypher Kai.
Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch in my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox. Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch in my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rewatch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip flops. Beat the pussy up like a beatbox.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D. ABCs of Sex series tonight, the letter D we're talking about. So like I told you guys, a couple of terms and some music, couple of terms and some music. We'll do that until we finish the list. I think there's a good couple of words there, so we should be able to do that. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about a sexual article that came across my path that I'd like to discuss because it annoyed me and I got a platform and I can. So the next one we're going to talk about this evening is deep throating. Ooh. When a penis is jammed down a person's throat during fellatio. Look, just the mere thought of it's got me choked up already. I'm like choking on saliva. You guys know how I feel about oral sex. I'm just saying. I'm a fan. To say the least, I'm a fan. The next one we got is degradation. Degradation. A fetish for being psychologically degraded or degrading a partner. Erotic humiliation is a synonym for that, right? And then we have demi-monde. Demi-monde. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. A class of women known to be more promiscuous than the general population. Origins of a French word that was normally used to describe prostitutes. Demi-monde. Makes it sound nice, doesn't it? That's what I'm trying to tell you. We learn some things and you can insult someone without using common terms. It kind of hurts twice, doesn't it? You guys don't have to beat and pound people to get your point across. Words are just as effective. They really are. Language is so beautiful. Right? The next one is dendrophilia. A fetish for having sex with trees. Okay, look at. I was happy to go through these terms, read the definitions, and only pause when needed. How and why are we banging trees? Why? Why are we having sex with trees? Now, how is this exactly happening? Are you taking your cock and banging it against the wood of the tree? I'm assuming that would scar, it would hurt, all kinds of things. Also, another name for a penis is wood, so wooden wood. And then if you're looking for a hole in the tree to stick your cock into, you run the risk of encountering ants, squirrels, other things that can then mess with your penis. So again, how are you having sex with a tree? I'm going to have to Google that. During the next song or before the end of the evening. I'm going to have to Google that. See, if this wasn't not live and unscripted radio, I would have seen that and looked that up already. But you guys, this show is online, so feel free to open up another tab and tell me, how is it you perform dendrophilia? How do you have sex with a tree? I'm going to need to know. Somebody put me on and tell me. All right, and we got dental dam. A piece of latex or rubber stretched over a vagina or asshole during oral sex in order to prevent the transmission of STDs. One can be made by slicing a condom down the side and stretching the latex. Plastic wrap is a poor substitute, but it's better than... Okay, wait a minute now. God damn it. Wait a minute. A dental dam is a piece of latex or rubber stretched across your vagina or asshole. Okay. Before oral sex. So I guess before you are tossing salad, you're putting latex over the area. So as opposed to wetting the area with your saliva, having that connection, that intimacy or whatever, you're putting a piece of latex between you and that juice that you're trying to get at, really? So I'm wanting to taste raw. It's kind of, you know what? So it's kind of like, all right, let me just, first of all, some people have latex allergies. That's an actual thing. I know a lot of guys think women lie when they say that, but some of them do. It's very rare. So don't let women tell you the bullshit. Oh, no, we can't use a condom because I'm allergic to it. Don't let her tell you that, because condoms come in other materials as well. But let's explore this for a second. Now, suppose you got a latex allergy, but you're unaware of it. Because a lot of times you won't even know you have an allergy until you have to encounter the thing you're allergic to. So how often are people, unless they work in like a hospital or something, you're wearing latex gloves or something along those lines, how would you know you're allergic to latex unless you encounter it? So now you go to have this sexual situation with your partner. You thought you were going over to have a little conversation with her vagina and such. You put this dental dam on when you're down there licking and everything. You figure out at this point you are allergic to latex. Your tongue is swelling, your face is swelling, whatever's going on, and you're probably gasping for air. You didn't think to walk with the EpiPen because you figured, you're not going to be allergic to her vagina juice, right? And you have a situation. It's almost as though someone would ruin oral sex for me by telling me they wanted to put a condom on before I sucked their cock. That's like never a thing. I don't give a rat's ass about it being flavored or whatever other nonsense you want to tell me. I'm not doing that. Kind of not doing that. The whole point for me in having an oral session is to feel the texture of it, that vein that pops up on the side of it, that massages the inside of my cheeks. The whole situation is why my partner and I would have to go to the doctor, pick a picnic basket, we go together, you change your papers for my papers, we see what's going on. That's that. And still, if this is my partner with a title on him, he knows to be drinking alkaline water. He knows to be eating properly. He knows to not be smoking or drinking. He knows, because I don't want to taste bleachy cum either. You see what I'm saying? These are the things we're learning, people. He's to be eating fresh fruits, pineapples and all that stuff, because not only do I not want to taste him naturally tasting bad, and I'm doing the same thing, so fair exchange is no robbery, but I surely don't want to be tasting latex, plastic, lubrications or anything in my mouth besides the natural lubricant that God gave him that's supposed to be in my mouth when I'm doing an oral thing. That's what I'm saying. Right? That's what I'm saying. All right, then Bob's your uncle. This is Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio with your host, Cypher Kai. This is the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D, this evening. So I think I can actually change the genre of music now. And so I'm thinking I pulled a couple of, I'll do some reggae. I'll change to the reggae and I think I'll play the soca music towards the end. So I do have some reggae music pulled in here. So this is going to be one of our independent artists. I think this is a nice transition to change over. This is one of our independent artists. We've been playing his music on the show for at least over a year now. Haven't played it for a while, so I'm happy to do it this evening. This is Chapter 9's A Bad Priority here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
The big voice, big tune, bad artist. The big voice, big tune, bad artist. The big voice, big tune, bad artist. Yo, enough I say them hype. Two them have a one house and them have a one car and I ride a big bike. But them other day a country I use coal stove and still I use candlelight. Them priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife some old chill on pipe. Now fi take off the stripe. One, some boy no feel it.
TAWK Radio.
Sing me song. Two, I me no business a who from you a move blue bun you and your crew. Three, coulda never pay school fee but them in a dance all pamper laughing spree. Four, me see lick a poor pan floor but your mother they a country a sleep out a door. Five, them boy they no fi survive me no inna that. Them pitney them a deprive. Six, them a go lose like the next vote out but this a no politics. Them a say them hype. True them have a one house and them have a one car and I ride a big bike. But them other day a country a use coal stove and still a use candlelight. Priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife. Somehow she lump pipe. Me have to take off the stripe. Yeah, me know them, me know the type. Ever clean, ever bossy. Them ever hype. Look into this like he's a sniper. We sniper woman. Feel live like him now no life. He hurt me like he's a baby. We grind.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays.
No progression, dirty Israelite. Vagabond, what a man, yeah. Him do it for spite. Make me rebuke them with all me might. Watch them a scatter light, them a scatter light. Don't come with me there, don't even try it. Fist on them, yeah, me have a right. Them a say them hype. True, them have a one house and them have a one car and a ride a big bike. But them other day a country a use coal stove and still a use candle light. Priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife, somehow she lump pipe. Me a fi take off the stripe. One, some boy no fi live long, cause them a live wrong. Me a fi sing the song. Two, I me no business a who from you a move blue gun, you and your crew. Three, coulda never pay school fee, but them in a dance all pampa laughing spree. Four, me see lick a poor pan floor, but your mother they a country a sleep out the door. Five, them boy they no fi survive. Me no inna that, them pitney them a deprive. Six, them a go lose
TAWK Radio.
Politics, them a say them hype. True, them have a one house and them have a one car and a ride a big bike. But them other day a country a use coal stove and still a use candle light. Priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife, somehow she lump pipe. Me a fi take off the stripe.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with your host, Cypher Kai. This is www.tawkradio.com/shows. Shout out to all of my Latinas and Latinos who are tuned into the show tonight. Shout out also to my Aishen crew. What? I know you guys are turned up. And all of the... Listen here. You guys are making this a multilingual, global movement. I'm so impressed with you guys. So again, I want to shout out the countries that made the biggest movement from last week Friday to this week Friday. I said it at the beginning of the show, but now there's so much more of you on being nosy and curious to see who's making the movements because you're spreading the link around. So from last week to this week, biggest movement was from India, Spain, Colombia, Chile, Barbados, and United Arab Emirates. So you guys are doing what you're doing, that you're doing, and I love it, and I appreciate you. I do. Let's continue this ABCs of Sex series, the letter D this evening. The letter D this evening is learn some things and have some grown-up conversations. Where did I leave off? Okay. Okay. Devotee. A person with a fetish for disabled people. The two most common fetishes devotees have are... Can I say that? Abasiophobia and Nope, can't even do it. Won't even do it. But it is a person with a fetish for disabled people. Right? The other words I think are words I stumbled on in the ABCs of Sex series, the letter A as well. So I can't pronounce those words, and I'm not even going to make an ass of myself right now doing it. All right. Diaper fetish. What? A common prop incorporated into age play or fetishes for infantilism, scat, water sports, humiliation, dominance, helplessness. Some believe this fetish develops early in life when a child associates diapers with being loved and coddled. Extreme diaper fetishists make themselves incontinent so that they need to wear diapers constantly. Oh my God, really? Let me get this straight now. We got adults that will literally fuck up their health so that they can become incontinent to have to wear diapers for people to have to take care of them. Listen, that's one of the things I'm actually dreading about getting older, I'll be honest. I'm wanting to make sure I'm old already, but I'm saying getting older. I'm wanting to get healthier. I'm wanting to really take advantage of what we learned during this pandemic, that your health is your wealth. So listen here, I get pissed off when it's that time of the month for me and I can't get to clean myself up on time. I surely don't want to be purposely pissing and shitting on myself, waiting for someone to clean me up. This is insane. Look this is why we learn things. So when people come to you and they say these slick things, or you see these online ads for these, dating sites and stuff, and people say, oh, this pretty shit. Oh my God, he's got such a great vocabulary, whatever. Be mindful what he's asking you to engage in, you guys. It's another reason why I'm teaching you guys this stuff. Be ahead of the game. It's some sneaky buggers out here. Really is. Now, a dick beater is an obsessive masturbator. Oh, right then. Obsessive. Now look guys, help me out now. What's a normal or average amount of time for a man to masturbate? And let's talk about age ranges, right? I'm assuming when you're younger, you guys realize what this thing can do, and it's like a toy, right? It's like, okay, it's sleeping, and then you watch something to get you stimulated, a girl's ass, a girl's boobs, and porn, it goes up. Right now it's hard, you got the veins up, then you realize when you touch it, you stroke it, it feels nice. Oh my god, what's that feeling? Or the hairs on your arms are standing up and all that. And then when you're finished, you can shoot this thing out. I've always suffered from penile envy for that, I swear. I think it's the coolest thing that you guys got this appendage that God has given you, that you can make a mess with and point and shoot this thing, right? Women, even women that squirt, can't really aim it, can they? They make a mess with it, but they can't really aim it. Like, you guys can literally put your initials on someone's chest when you're not enough. That's so amazing. Really. I'm being serious about that. I suffer from a slight bit of penile envy when it comes to that kind of thing. Just saying. Anyway, back on track. So next we've got dick cheese. Okay. Schmegma, which often accumulates under the foreskins of uncircumcised men. So, names as it looks, it smells like rotten cheese. Thankfully, thank you, Lord. I've never encountered a guy with this problem. And I'm going to put it out in the atmosphere right now. I had better never encounter a man in a personal sexual situation with this problem. Right? Besides the fact I got a very public, global talk show, and I will more than likely slaughter you on my show, it's just unbecoming to want to present yourself in any kind of sexual situation, men or women, and you're not cleanly and hygienically prepared for the go down that's about to go down. Right? Let's stick on that for a second. Because ladies, as we learned the word earlier about the danglers, which is actually just hanging coochie lips. If they are hanging so much that they are sticking to your thighs when you're sweating, if they are hanging so much that when you sit down on the toilet, they are dropping in the water, if they are hanging so much that you have to overly peel them back to clean them, then ladies, I'm going to need you to step your game up and do that. And guys, if you know you're uncircumcised because you're West Indian, because your mom didn't want to do it, because of whatever was going on, you are grown enough to know how to push that skin back and clean it before you start begging for pussy. I'm just saying, let's talk like we're grown. Let's be very grown tonight, you guys. Let's be very, very grown this evening, is what I'm saying. It's all I am saying. Yes? Okay. Let's continue. Dickery. What? Dickery, really? Behaviors characteristic of a dickhead. Okay, that makes sense to me. All right, then. All right. Dick juice or dick milk is another name for semen. That's nice. Dick juice. Jules. I made that word up. I did. I overly enunciated and spell it really weird. It's a private joke between me and somebody else wanted to bang before. Anyway, now dick lips. This is important. I claim this. I do happily claim this. As opposed to someone who has dick-shaped lips, the word refers to someone whose lips look ideal for being wrapped around a dick. Now, I have another term for it, actually. I'm going to give it to you guys right now. Not in the same letter, but I have a way of calling it. When I meet a guy who I find has, clit-sucking lips, what I call him, right? I call him Mr. Sittable Pons. Mr. Sittable Pons, because I envision myself sitting on his face. Right? Mr. Sittable Pons is what I call him. So you guys, that's going to be the money shot for this episode. I'm going to I like to give you guys the question and the answer so you guys can actually win the money when the time comes up. So here it is. After me saying dick lips and what it means, I told you guys I have my own term for someone with dick lips. It's called Mr. Sittable Pons. Right? And that means someone who I envision sitting on his face. That is the question and the answer. This is why you guys take notes and or download these episodes, because when we start back to Cash App giveaways, there's a lot of money that you guys can win from knowing answers from in the archives. See what I'm saying? And the archives are not always going to be there. I'm just saying. Right? Okay. So let's continue. Dick slap. Okay. Slapping another person, usually in the cheek with a dick, often a derogatory act done during rough fellatio, can also be performed with a dildo. Oh. Okay. My Pride community, or any lesbians on here that before you go and put the strap on, go and satiate your lady, you have taken said dildo and slapped her in the face with it. I'm going to need to know your coochie business right now. I'm going to need to know. 347-450-3958. 347-450-3958. Let me play some more music here. We're doing the reggae. We were doing the reggae music. All right. So let's jump into some Cranium. This one is Cranium featuring AJ Tracy. Money in the Bank here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit.
She got the bag and it's Birkin. Can't knock her off cause she work it over. Her body been blessed by Jehovah. Ain't got no chip on her shoulder.
CAWK Radio.
Sassy how she sit up on the throne. She's in control, got the bankroll. Keep all her business real low. Said niggas ain't shit and she not trust slip. Treat man like a rhythm and skip. Who got the keys to the whip? Fendi everything, every drip. She just wanna vibe and to let go. No keys, she just vibe and she press go. Hardcore like Toronto, she XO. At the end of the week and she get home.
She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She just fuck if she wants, she just move if she
CAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays.
She not falling in love because niggas ain't real. She said tell her the truth, she just want all the deal. She go down through the dirt till the right one reveal. Because God knows it hurt her inside. Not a good girl gone bad. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit.
Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. Mr. Cranium. I haven't played any Cranium songs in a little while, I think. No, I did. Last week with him and some other people. I like Cranium. He's got a nice smooth vibe about him too. Tonight is the ABCs of Sex series. The letter D. Tonight, you guys, we're talking about the letter D here on the Freaky Fridays. Oh my God, that light from my computer is like knocking my eyeballs out. All right, so let's continue. We stopped at dick slap, didn't we? Okay. A dick tickler. A dick tickler is a gay man. Okay. Interesting. If you guys want to go into the public chat room, I know some of you are asking, I don't know. I think you have to be on a computer to do it. Some kind of computer. But I know that when you go into the player, there's a talking bubble there. You click that, it takes you somewhere, gives you some instructions. If anybody's in the public chat room right now that did it from your phone, please tell me what you did. Because there's some people that want to get in here and talk to you guys, which is very impressive because you guys are very, very nervous about doing that lots of times. And there's a lot of you who've realized you can look in on the conversations without actually going in. You little voyeurs, you little dirty voyeurs. I appreciate you. So don't be fooled. Don't think that I'm on here and I'm broadcasting and it's only the 2 or 3 people you see in the chat room that's on the show. There's a lot of people listening. They're just because of the subject matter or whatever equipment they're listening from, they can't normally get in there. So I do believe that you go onto www.tawkradio.com/shows, which is how you should be hearing us right now. And there's a little talking bubble looking thing in the player. Click that and it takes you somewhere, gives you some instructions, and you're able to do it from there. You don't have to go in your own name. I think you can make up a name or something when you go, and I'm not sure. But come on over if you want to talk to me publicly. Also, shout out to Miss Khadija. I did say I wanted my private community to answer me back. Miss Khadija said, hell yes, she slaps a girl in the face with the strap on because she needs her to know clearly, visually, and with effect who is about to make her feel all the pleasure she's about to feel. That it's coming from her lady and not some invisible guy that's not there. So she does quite bang her in the face a couple times with the dick before she gives it to her. All right, Miss Khadija. Not mad at you for that. She did answer me. Shout out to my pride community. Shout out to my pride community. Miss Khadija is playing no games with the dick tonight. All right, now. Next one is a diddle. A diddle? Okay. To fondle or finger. Okay. Diesel Dyke, a butch lesbian. A butch lesbian. Okay. Diesel Dyke. All right then. Dildo. 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 Important word. Any phallic object used to penetrate the body in order to achieve sexual pleasure. Usually a sex toy made out of rubber, plastic, or glass. A dildo can be a vibrator, but not all vibrators are dildos. Generally, though, dildos do not vibrate. Right, because that's the ones you've got to put the work in yourself, either the waist work or the hand work or some kind of goddamn work. I don't believe in using those things unless I got a partner. I've only used one once ever in my... Well, no. We used it more than once, but only with one partner in my life and with a partner. I can't see the enjoyment in doing it without a partner. Just wasn't as much fun. I'll tell you guys a story. Story time, story time, story time. Come close, come close, come close. So, I might have told this story on the show before, but I'll tell it again because I'm going to tell you all my coochie business. I remember my partner had gotten me a dildo, brand new one, because I'm very weird about that kind of shit. I always assume if you bring me a fucking sex toy, it's probably something that you like and you use on somebody else, right? So like, right? So he buys me a sex toy that just by, I guess, happenstance, because I don't think he did it on purpose, happenstance, it was about the same as he was, just a bit more girth on it than, you know, because he was well endowed and a bit more girth than he had. So we're using this thing and it was black. It was all black, a beautiful ebony black rubber thing, heavy, very heavy. I remember thinking about it in retrospect about how heavy it actually was in my hand. So, you know, we're getting into it. I've always had really great sexual sessions with this particular person. And so we're getting into it one evening and, you know, out comes this dildo. I'm like, wow, we take it out the wrapping and all that other shit. And I'm like, okay. So we're using it. And this guy, thank God at the time he didn't know. He wasn't aware. I think I told him years later that he had the kind of dick that would make me want to not only behave myself and raise my credit score and be, just he had the dick I like to call that made me want to act right. It did. He had that kind of dick that he would hit those corners in the way that anything he would have requested from me, I would have done. Now, thank God he didn't know that at the time, because I think, you know, he has these super villain qualities. And I say that respectfully because he is very gifted in being in tune with people's bodies. It's something I'd like to believe that I helped to steer him with and taught him a little bit, you know? He came with a good foundation, but I'd like to believe I enhanced it. You know what I mean? And so, we're getting into it, and obviously, like I said, anything he would have asked me, I would have done. So we're getting into it, and he's using the toy on me, the dildo on me, and I was like, you know what? Shit, I feel like I could take you both. So he puts this thing had to be at least 9 inches, at least, right? 9 inches in there, and he's matching it, right? And so I had a threesome, right, just with the other one's an inanimate object. So I kind of had a threesome. I had 2 dicks in me at the same time. Just one was connected to a human, and one wasn't. Just saying. So yes, and if you guys are doing the talk radio math like we do, yes, at one time I had about 18 inches of dick in me at the same time. Now, with that being said, though, I do have 3 children that I had natural childbirth, because this thing that God has given me is quite amazing. So yes, now guys, don't run with this shit and go, okay, you know, you well-endowed motherfuckers was like 11 and 12 inches, go around, start banging these women, right, which are lizard laps and all the other crazy things that you do, and then wondering why these women are screaming and cowboying under you to go, yo, well, Cypher can take 18 inches of dick. Cypher's a unique woman. And like I said, when you're with a partner that you trust, that makes you very comfortable, it's amazing what the body can do. But not every woman's going to be able to take, nor should she take, 11, 12 inches from a guy who's just banging around in her, who doesn't have any title on her, just trying to stretch her coochie out and waste it away, you know, with no rhyme, no reason, no repercussions. I'm just simply saying. That's my coochie story for the evening. Okay. And that will be worth some money too. So I hope you guys are paying attention. So if you're going to go back in the archives, shout out in advance to the archivers. These are the people who can't listen live. Either they're working, they're on a different time zone or something along those lines. So to the archivers, and anybody who wants to go in and listen back to the show, that story is going to be worth some money too. How much inches of cock did I take at one time and enjoyed it? Voluntarily and enjoyed it. And the answer is 18 inches. There you go. There's your money right there. All right. So I think I can give you guys one more before I go into some more music, because I went into the whole story, right? Ooh. Dinner for two. Dinner for two. If you guys are hearing noise behind me at my family's house, and I think my uncles are drunk. All right. Dinner for two. Simultaneous oral sex. Synonymous with 69. Oh, okay. Dinner for two. Okay, so that's like a 69. It's like a 69. I saw it quicker than I thought it was something else, but okay. So it's a 69 position. Simultaneous oral sex. Okay, cool. Dinner for two. So be careful, ladies. When a guy is offering you dinner for two, make sure he means a restaurant and not that he wants you to suck him off. See what I'm saying? These are the things we're learning tonight. These are the things that we are learning tonight here on Talk Radio. So as we continue here on the show, on the Freaky Fridays, ABC's of Sex Series, the letter D. Another song for Mr. Cranium. This one is called Confessions, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Cranium, I'm mad. This is my confession. Yeah. Every night before I go to bed, only one thing always on my head. I got a fucking problem. All when my fuck, me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, but still missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when my fuck, me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still me I miss Kim touch. Oh, addiction, the devil I'm fighting with. This demon's been calling my name, I can't seem to quit. I just don't fuck Simone, and Simone is on her way. I don't know what to do, I'm trying in every single way.
TAWK Radio.
I was at work, yeah, at the studio recording a brand new song. And I get a text from a girl that she just wanna come along. And I stopped what I was doing to go do her. And I feel like I'm losing my aim, cause I got a fucking problem. All when my fuck, me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when I fuck I can fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Hey, so many girls in so many places when I'm traveling. So many different races of girls, I know for a fact I gotta dabble in. And I may soon calm down one day, but for no more does I go on meet and beat same way. Listen what me say, okay. I got a fucking problem. All when my fuck, me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when I fuck I can fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch.
TAWK Radio.
Fucking problem. Only when my fuck, me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when I fuck I can fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with your host is Cyber Kai. This is the ABCs of Sex Series, the letter D. ABCs of Sex Series, the letter D. We're talking about tonight. All right, so let's continue. I hope you guys got your papers and pens and you're taking notes about what you're hearing tonight. You're learning some things. I know I'm learning a few things. I am. And I'm telling you guys all my coochie business. What? Because I do's that. Because I'm grown. And we're all grown here. We are all grown here. All right. Next one is diphophilia. Diphophilia, a medical condition in which a man has 2 penises. What? Okay, I'm sorry. Live, unscripted, uncensored. Hold on, because you know I'm about to... Oh, okay. Hold on now. Diphophilia. I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait a minute. Diphophilia, I'm sorry. A medical condition in which a man has 2 penises. It occurs in approximately 1 in every 5.5 million American men. Also referred to as the double dick dude. Okay, look at 1 second, goddammit. Because I need... Look at... First of all, let me just say, that already sounds amazing from a voyeuristic standpoint. I'm assuming that both penises are not fully developed. And one of them, I'm sure, has an erectile thing. I don't think you got 2 dicks that's, let's say, about a good, nice, healthy, girthy 8 inches apiece with good erections. I don't think so. But my good, you know what? Let's do some math, though. Let's do some math. We got 325 million people documented, I'd say, in the US, divided by 5.5. Oh, sorry, what the hell did I just do? I've got to do some math on this. I really got to do some math on this, guys, because I need to know. So there are about 60 guys in the US that should have this thing happening. About 60. 60. Listen, if I've got any talkers who are blessed, I don't even want to call this, it's not a curse or a disability. It seems like a blessing, I'm thinking, who have diphophilia. Please reach out to the show. You know what? Send me a personal email to cypherkai@talkradio.com. Don't feel the need to send a picture. Please don't send a picture. All right, don't need to see it. Just let me know you got it, and how you handle it, and, the ups and downs. And I want to have an actual conversation with you. This is fascinating to me. I'm going to have to go Google this in a minute, too, because I need to see at least what one looks like and how it functions and all that. Because I'm thinking, like I said, I don't think you're going to have 2 strong erections, 2 of them the same size and all that. Because imagine if you could date someone and you had them working like that, and you could actually do, I guess, anal and oral at the same time for someone who would enjoy that. I don't think I would enjoy something like that, but I'm just saying for those who might, there should be at least 60 guys in the US that have this wonderful condition. Just saying. All right. What's dipldism? Dipldism? That sounds right to me. Dipldism, a fetish or paraphernalia in which pleasure is derived from spanking or physically abusing another person. Now here, I don't know about the abuse part, but I am all for a good spanking during a session, right? But it has to be done the right way, you guys. Look at, not everything is everything when it comes to sex, right? There is a particular way. I'm sure you guys know this. I'm going to learn you something. There is a particular way to give an ass slap during a back shot. It's not just hit it, right? There's a technique to the shit depending on your partner's tolerance of pain, the shape of their ass, your length and your girth, a lot of things. It's not the same one for everybody, but there is a rhyme and reason and science to this shit. Don't just be going around putting your handprints on people's asses. I'm trying to warn you, and I'm trying to learn you. So dipldism, a fetish or paraphernalia in which pleasure is derived from spanking. And shout out to all of the people that won sex toys on the show. I want you guys to use them, and you let your people know you're into dipldism. See, we're learning pretty things so you can do naughty things and make it sound really pretty. I'm just saying. Now, Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry. It was a movie, wasn't it? A cock that is filthy and surrounded by a mane of pubic hair and possibly featuring a prominent mole. What? What? How many guys got moles on their dicks? I happen to know one guy that does. But I'm saying, how many people have that? And the cock is also filthy and surrounded by pubic hair. That sounds, yeah, okay. Right then. And the next one is dirty knees. What a person has after performing fellatio or oral sex or going down on someone or any of those things. All right then. Let's continue. This is the ABCs of Sex Series, the letter D on the Freaky Fridays with Cypher Kai. What other reggae music do I have queued up in here to play? I'm really starting to enjoy this whole DJ thing. All right, let's get into, no, it's a little too slow. We're not going to do that one yet. Let's keep up the vein. Oh, I did pull this one, didn't I? All right, this is Stylo G's Oh Lord here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Yo, Jordan. Man style different, step up on them pepper hot. The sauce run out, me have the whole pepper pot. Money I make even if me take a nap. Then my wife girl will take more meal and letterbox. Me a the bad uncle, she a the bad auntie. She love to wind up herself like a Nancy. Tell her to take time, do it then balance it. Then me light up the spliff like Kalanji. Yard man, we not Tarzan. Full of girl, go and go ask Jordan. Watch a style ya, everybody want one. You have to spend 10 years in a London. I say you bad, do it. I saw me bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. Every day man clean and neat. Every style of my job too hard. Oh Lord, be a bad gal inna the yard. Oh Lord, we make uptown gal look easy. I make English gal act yard. Yo, every style of my job too hard. Oh Lord, be a bad gal inna the yard.
TAWK Radio.
I make English gal act yard. People have to look who's stepping at the rotted place. Too much cars in a parking space. Boom, rich like my own marketplace. The killer there so him have to mask him face. Yeah. Pretty girl love my style down. One in me I do it for a while down. Dumpling up the place for a while now. Now me have the whole world shout out style down. Hold them. Yard man, we not Tarzan. Full of girl go and go ask Jordan. Watch a style ya, everybody want one. You have to spend 10 years in a London. I say you bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. I say you bad, do it.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Friday.
Oh Lord. Be a bad gal inna the yard. Oh, we make uptown gal look easy. I make English gal act yard. Yo, every style of my job too hard. Oh Lord, be a bad gal inna the yard. Oh Lord, we make uptown gal look easy. I make English gal act yard. Oh Lord. Yo, legal money and a funny note. Bad from Spain town and I saw me grow. She a tell me if you push it straight down your throat. Inna the Lambo where yellow like a curry goat. Band Street make me love the pound.
TAWK Radio.
Girl I see me and I get wet fountain. Pretty girl like Amaya Townsend. I say you bad, do it. I say she bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. I say girl for clean and neat. I say you bad, do it. I say she bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. I say girl for clean and neat.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Friday. So let me give you guys some follow-up. So there's someone in the public chat room that's asking me, how would I handle two dicks? Now, before I answer that question, I just gave you guys a story, told you all my coochie business. I want to know, Mr. GP in the public chat room, are you asking me, how would I handle a guy who had the blessing to have diphalia? Or are you referring to the story I just told about me dating someone and having his big dick and my big dick dildo in me at the same time? Which one? Let me clarify for you. This is a grown... Look here, you guys. Look. I told you guys to put your babies away. I did. I said, put your babies away and you should get some liquor or something to relax you and let's have some grown-ass conversations, is what I'm saying. So now, which question are you asking me about? Apparently not. Oh, you didn't hear the story. Okay. So here's the story. Story time one more time briefly. I was saying, as I was giving out the definitions for the letter D in our ABC Sex series, I had mentioned the word dildo. Yeah? And as I came across it, I remembered a story. I was saying, I personally don't like to use dildos by myself. And I've only ever used a dildo with one particular person, multiple times with one person. And I remember him purchasing it for me as a gift. Of course, I took it out the wrapping and all that because I don't trust guys, especially guys who slut around a lot. This guy's a bit slutty. And I wanted to make sure he wasn't using it on somebody else. I don't give a damn how much you clean something. I want my own shit. So anyway, this guy had some really great cock that would make me want to do all kinds of phenomenal things. And thank God he was unaware of the hold he had on me back then. So, as we were getting into it, excuse me, one evening, you know, he's using the dildo on me. It's feeling all good and shit like that. And I decided, you know, I wanted to have a threesome. But I figured, I didn't really want to invite anybody else in with us. And I know he wouldn't be cool with having another guy involved with us, obviously. And I'm greedy. I'm very greedy. I don't want to share. And I figured if I had ever done a threesome where I had someone else come in, another human being come in, he at some point would have wanted the same exchange and I wasn't sharing. The dick was that good. I didn't want to share. So as he bought me this toy himself, I said, oh, feeling kind of adventurous, babe. Feeling really good right now. I think you should come in with it. So he went as the dildo's in me. And this thing is like heavy rubber back in the days. I hope to God my kids are not listening tonight. They shouldn't be. But anyway, this thing had to be about 9 inches long. Good amount of girth to it. He was also around the same size, but the dildo was a bit more girthy than he was. And so he gets in and properly lubricated. He's kissing everywhere he needs to be kissing on. And he goes in, right? So now I got the two of them in there, and it's like fitting, like tight in that motherfucker. He's like losing it. He's like, yo! You know what I'm saying? Probably a bit awkward though. He's feeling another dick on him, but it's not really that. It just feels more like it gets rubber and just like tightening everything up. I don't know what it felt. I had to ask him though. We still kind of speak. I had to ask him how that felt to him. But anyway, the two of them are in there. And so it's a situation where I got like about 18 inches of cock in me at the same time. I'm telling you, it's an actual thing. And I was saying the disclaimer is, I don't want you big dick guys out here challenging women now to take this. Now, with that being said, I do have 3 children that I've had natural childbirth, no epidurals, no C-sections, no nothing, thank God. I have a fantastic receptacle that God has given me. Fantastic. I mean, we're talking about stretch to fit, punani muscle, elastic, all of these things. You're grown, and you guys are grown. You get what I'm saying? And understand that once you're taking care of yourself, it does snap back. And we're talking about years and years and years ago. I was like in my 20s, had that snap back. I'm pretty sure if I tried that shit now, it would not be the same thing. Nor would I want 18 inches of dick in me. That's 18 inches at a time inside of me. I'm just saying. So no, it wasn't one long one. It was 2 of them in there. It has been done. I got receipts and references. It has actually been done. About the life that I talk about on this show, I'm saying. So I hope that cleared up that in your brain for you, Mr. GP Nosy Ass. Mr. GP Nosy Ass. But I don't mind sharing my coochie business with you guys. I'm saying it's a grown platform. We're grown here. We have grown-up conversations. So yes, at one time, Cypher took 18 inches of dick at the same time, and I got to pull off having a threesome with 1 human and 1 inanimate object, and it was wonderful. So wonderful. We had done it a couple more times. All right. And on another conversation, I think we'll get to letter O. Maybe we'll get to letter O. I'll tell you guys another story about that same dildo and that same guy. And it's amazing. And that story I know I've told before, but it's always nice to talk about it because it was really dope and really nice. Anyway, let's continue. ABC's a sex series, the letter D. Tonight, all about the letter D this evening. So, a Dirty Sanchez. Oh, God, what is this? I'm almost afraid to read this. Okay. A Dirty Sanchez. When a man pulls out from anal sex and wipes his dick on his partner's upper lip, giving her a thin shit mustache. What the fuck? See, I knew I didn't want to read that shit. I knew I did not want to read that. Okay, I'm going to say it again because I need you guys to know not to, listen, ladies, or my pride community as well. Look it. Now, you know what? Fuck that. I need to know this. Any of my pride communities tune in. If any of you have ever done this before, because I can't imagine too many women. Fuck that. I'm asking both sides now. Pride community, straight community, whatever. If you, because I know some of I got some ass jockeys in my heterosexual community. I heard Guyanese women won't even fuck you unless you're giving them anal sex. I don't know how true that is. I'm just simply saying I've heard it. I have heard it. I've heard it. Right? Okay. Now, how many people that are listening to the show right now are in the archives or something, have ever done or had done to you someone having anal sex with you, pulling their cock out, and making a shit mustache on your face, and this person is still living, and or you're able to listen to the show from a place of freedom and you're not locked up? Because I can only imagine, and I'm not encouraging violence. I'm not encouraging violence, but I can't imagine how that works out unless you've got a fecal fetish. Say that right. A fecal fetish where you want the person to do it, like you're instructing them to do it. Like I know when I'm getting into it, and it's really good, not anal sex, regular sex, and it's feeling really good. Like I threaten my partner, yo, you better pull out, I want to drink it. Or when they're done, I want to lick them clean from my juices off their shit. Like I threaten the motherfucker with some shit like that. Because I'm just saying, because I'm dirty and I'm just saying. But that is different. And so I understand the concept of wanting to pull out and having it in your face. I damn near demand it. You know what I'm saying? Only with a particular person, but I'm just saying I've demanded it before. Give me that shit. It's mine. I want it, right? I want the nut. I want my cum on your shit. All of it's mine. I want it, right? Demanding it. I want it. So I don't know if you're into the anal thing, if it's the same thing. I don't know. But I know, like I gave you guys instructions before, if my man's drinking alkaline water, fresh fruits and all that, what's coming out of him in the front from his penis is not smelling like whatever's going to be on my face after you jump up my ass. I'm needing to know you guys' business right now. 347-450-3958. 347-450-3958. I need all of your booty business right now. Okay, let's continue. Dirty swirly. Oh God. Okay. While penetrating someone from behind in the bathroom, you dip her head in the toilet and what the fuck? Okay, look. You see, this is why I can't make this stuff up. People actually do this stuff. Is why it's compiled together in a list. I didn't make up this list. People have done these things and have talked about and shared it, and maybe more than one person has done it, and that's why there's a list of this stuff, is what I'm saying. Good God. Okay. A dirty swirly. Again, I don't know which woman will allow that, because just because you're getting a back shot in the bathroom, how is your head getting in the toilet? Yeah, and wouldn't that just kind of turn you off in the I don't know. All right then, next. Dishonorable discharge. When a man ejaculates in a shameful manner, this can include premature ejaculation or reaching climax while masturbating to embarrassing porn just as another person walks in the room. Oh. So let's say, so what's embarrassing porn? Right? Like, what would embarrassing porn be? Let's see. I mean, it depends on what you're into. See, I don't knock that kind of thing. As long as you guys are not knocking yourself off to fucking children, because I'm so real about that. Let me tell you something. If I ever find out that any of my talkers, male or fucking female, are doing anything with children, I will completely shame you. Let me explain this for a second. Let me really take a minute with this shit. I'm not just talking about saying your screen name or whatever the fuck else. I'm talking about having my techs dig up your IP address, find your actual address, post that shit the fuck online type shit. Like, so seriously. We don't play them games here on Talk Radio at all. At all. So none of my talkers better be into any of that shit. I don't care how many asses you bang, how much dick you suck, how much whatever else you do. But if I find out that any of my talkers, here or globally, I don't give a fuck if it's socially acceptable in your culture. You heard what I'm telling you? Make sure I never find out about it. And I don't give a shit who doesn't agree with me. Log the fuck off. I'm so serious about this. Because I've had this conversation with one of my... I want to call him an associate when he starts talking about that. Oh, well, it's the culture and this and that and it's acceptable. And before, back in the days, they got married younger and this and this. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what's law. I don't care. I don't care. First of all, globally, women outnumber men about 9-1. Let's start there. Secondly, there's enough willing participants of age that will do it. And if you got a thing for children, find somebody with small fucking breasts that has a very juvenile looking face. But don't fucking let me find out that any of my talkers, any of them, listen to me, I don't even give a shit if she's already fucking and she's 17 and a half. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I will find you and I will shame you publicly. Okay, so just want to get that off my chest. Just want to get it off. Okay. DNA stands for dick in ass, or another name for anal sex. And there's DND. We're doing abbreviations at the moment. Drug and disease free. Also usually used on dating profiles. Okay, so I'm going to play some music and come back. Do I have any more reggae before we switch to genre again? Let me see. Do I have another reggae song hidden in here somewhere? I do. I got 2 more left. Wait, let me see. You guys look at, like I said, live and unscripted, uncensored talk radio tonight. All right, I got... all right, let's do this. Nope. Let's do this one. Let's do my little Afrobeat song here. No, I'll do that before the thing. I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. Let's do Mr. Chronix likes first. Let's do that one first. Here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radios.
I know everybody I go like we, still we irie. Cause me no love likes. In a dancehall style. I know everybody I go like, still me irie. Cause we no love likes. No, so every time I rise, me do it for the love, me not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, me not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, me not do it for the likes. Do it for the love, me not do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight.
TAWK Radio.
Do it for the love, me not do it for the likes. Enough of them love likes, that don't right. Sit down on a post and a tweet all night. See them on social media type. While like say them they a studio a vice. Oh me never bought them up on no flight. And me never see them a live no tour life. You miss someone now you have so much likes. I'm always still a lead by iTunes. Simple mean we not ready yet. If we put the music first, that's all. While we there on a war and a hype. Work, dance all. When you see me, yes, I see I. And every tune when me ever write. And every show where we headline. No, we not do it for the likes. Mama tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes.
TAWK Radio.
Do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Never tell you if you bust and shot and quang them. Instead me tell you sell it gun and buy a yen yen. Cause we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Swing, them not like we, but we not response. Fly out and make them love we from a distance. Come home for 2 weeks vacation. Enough of them still stuck in the quicksand. Enough to hear us say them are the big man. In a Jamaica, at them have the hit song. A gentleman, me hear a play a Finland. Me never hear them playing a Pakistan. That simple mean we not ready yet. That one like a you on dance all. While we there on a war on a hype. No take a control that's all. Give me a beat and a mic. Ready for
TAWK Radio.
Put that song up on my timeline. No, me not do it for the likes. Me tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Jesus Christ, do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Young into the beat, everybody move your feet. Granny no fit it and me mommy no fit it. When we mix a tune and drop it like a bomb. Me no wanna waste guy critique me song. Me no wanna media guy interpret me wrong. So make me give me credits in a dancehall fashion first. Big up Kalanji and the one Capleton. The Wild Apache and the one Ninja Man. Then big up the Killer and the one Beanie Man. King Yellow Man, Buru Buju Bantan. Early B, Nachila Simadidan. Me and Jamakal, him sister Diamond. And none of them nobody like Marianne. Ladies, you are real big man. Big up Lady Jika, you are the La Vegan. Big up Dirts, man, and even brother Papa San. Big up Gary Miner, you don't know what you got on. Big up Kaneko, you are the tall Lakatan. Steal it, cleave it, Tony and Dave Kelly. Happy Digital General King.
TAWK Radio.
Stephen McGregor and Carly Only. Big up Succulent King Bulby. Donovan Jermaine Grafton Mikey. Deep now the science and I know me ready. All of these Cub Scouts have to talk up to me.
TAWK Radio, TAWK Radio with your host, Cypher Kai. Ven is making fun of me in the public chat room, you guys. He's saying I sounded like Liam Neeson just now, and I was going off on the pedophiles and or potential pedophiles that I know are not listening to my fucking show, not live, not in the archives, not anywhere. I know there aren't any listening to my show. Now someone might stumble across this who's not a talker, because my talkers don't do them things, and I do not play fuck the pick me games. I do not play those things. I will find you I will shame you. I will post your IP address. I will post your name. I will post your actual address. And don't sit here and tell me, oh, well, I've got a wife and kids. You weren't fucking thinking about them when you were doing the shit you were doing. So if you don't care about them, I don't care about them either. Let's keep it all the way 100. I can't care about your situation more than you. So I'm putting you on alert from now. Don't make me find out. And to all of the spitefuls, you got your own terminology, own section. To all of the spitefuls, to anyone who will try to send me information and tell me that someone who listens to my show does this, yeah, without proof or trying to set them up because of what I said I will do, I will shame your ass too. Just so you're aware. Just so you're aware. Now, if you're in a situation where, let's say, for instance, God forbid, you are a woman who's in a situation where you found that some jerk you were fucking around with molested one of your children. Your family doesn't believe you need some assistance or something like that. I told you we do have organizations we can connect you guys to. But you spiteful bitches and spiteful children, you millennials who are listening or people who are sneaking and listening and you're not having an actual issue and you're using this platform to have me go after someone, I am telling you, my wrath is unmatched. That is not what this platform is for, to play spiteful games on my shit. I will find you. Don't mind I sit here saying I can't work the controls and this and that. I will out you. So if you got a grudge with somebody, take it up on your own fucking time. But if you actually need help, we do have a 24/7 hotline set up for you. 347-450-3958. 347-450-3958. And let me also say, I don't have a problem helping people. If we're able to help, we'll give you any resources we need. But do not call the show looking for assistance, saying that you're being beaten or violated on a domestic violence situation and you're just wanting to get free resources. If you need resources and we can get them for you, say that. I take those things very seriously because I have very close friends of mine who are domestic violence survivors. I myself, who have not been in a domestic violence situation, but I've been sexually assaulted on a number of occasions and things like that. So I take these kinds of things very seriously, and I take very seriously people that lie about these things to get attention and to get resources. Right? So I will vet your stories. I will verify what you say. And if you are lying to me, you might as well go crawl under a rock. I'm telling you, don't do it. Just don't do it. This is not for that. This is not for that. But let's go back to having fun and learning some things tonight. I just felt the need to get that off my chest. I did. I felt the need to get that off my chest. Anywho, the next one is, where do we leave off? A dog treat. Oh my God, I already know. All right then. Slathering peanut butter on your genitals, then having a dog lick it up. See? Look it. I mentioned this, well, not this, but I mentioned something similar to this on a show a couple of weeks ago, and I said, guys, be very aware. See, I didn't even know it was a thing. Thank you, God. I said, guys, be very aware when you start dating a woman that even if you're a dog guy and you got your own dog, but your girlfriend's dog is very aggressive with you, is because, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to say it. I don't care. He's being aggressive with you because you are taking his place. There are lots of people, and I'm not saying everybody does it. But I think a lot of pet owners, especially the ones who I find are always constantly very comfortable French kissing their dogs. Listen here. And people go, oh, that's so nasty. She doesn't know where the dog's mouth has been. Yes, the fuck she did. Yes, the fuck he did. They know where that dog's mouth has been. Somewhere on their orifice. Somewhere. They know where it's been. They know. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And the reason why I suspect these ladies' dogs are very aggressive with you, like I said, if you're just a douchebag and the dog has witnessed you hitting her before or something, that's different. I'm not talking about that. The nice guys who've not hit the girlfriend, you've been taking on dates and being romantic and all that, he's barking at your ass, not because he smells your dog, and because if you're a dog guy, he smells a dog, he likes you. Not like you smell like a cat. The dog is barking at you like that because at some point or another, even maybe one time, she got curious, she got lonely, she's upset with you, and that dog has licked her coochie or something. I'm telling you, he feels like you're his matey. That's what he's thinking. You are his competition. You are his nemesis. You know, you're not the boyfriend with the dog that we can all go dog walking together. I'm telling you. I'm saying this. And any guys who are foolish enough to slather your balls in peanut butter and let your dog lick it off and is hoping that it doesn't bite it, you're an idiot and you deserve what you get. That's all I'm going to say. Because my understanding is I don't have pets. They terrify me, all of them. I only like fish. But you're supposed to treat your pets like you would treat your children. Some people treat their pets better than they treat their children. So you're not supposed to treat it like that. To me, as much as I'm shitting around and joking, that would be to me an abuse as well, right? That is a sexual abuse of an animal. That's really disgusting. Really disgusting. And I don't know, normally not people in the fetishes and stuff, but I think the fact that you'd be fucking an animal that can't tell you no while you're holding it down or goading it to do whatever is absolutely fucking disgusting and deplorable. I'm just going to say that. Because I'm grown and it's my opinion and I can. Just gonna fucking say that. Okay. So I'm shitting around and joshing, but anybody who's on the show who's fucking your animal, stop. I won't put you on front page as much as I would the other people with the other shit. But if I find out proof you're doing it, somebody sends me video or some shit like that, and I can prove that you're doing that, I'm gonna shame your ass too. Just gonna let you know. Leave the animals alone. There's enough human beings out here to fuck. Leave the animals and the children alone. Seriously. ABC's a Sex Series Letter D tonight. Talkradio.com with your hostess Cypher Kai. As we talk about these things this evening. The next one is called The Dolphin. Did I miss something? The Dolphin, okay. An absurd sex act in which the man starts off penetrating the woman from behind. Then without any warning, he harpoons his dick into her ass, causing her to make an eek sound. Not unlike a dolphin's distress call. Oh my god. What? First of all, you're an evil bastard if you're fucking someone and without any kind of warning, just snatching your cock out her front and sticking it in her ass. You should be her if she doesn't clench her butt cheeks together and like snatch your cock off. That's just... Okay, look, we're learning things. Right? We're just going to learn some things here tonight on the show together, you guys. I keep it moving. There's a dominatrix. Dominatrix is a female dominant in a fetishistic relationship. I got somebody I'd like to dominate. I got the outfit for it too. I do. I think we're going to post it on the Facebook page. So if you guys want to get a glimpse of what Cypher looks like, I'm going to post it on the Talk Radio page just now, actually. In my little dominatrix outfit. I actually bought one. It was supposed to be for the Target, but like I said, he was flaking out, and that's past and gone. But yes, I will post that on the Talk Radio page, Talk Radio Facebook page, at the end of the broadcast, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Anywho, what's next? Donkey Punch. Oh Lord. Donkey Punch, okay, an absurd sex act in which a man punches his partner in the back of the head as he reaches climax in order to make her nostrils tight. In order to make her muscles tighten. Now, which muscles are you trying to get tightened? Because all I'm thinking to do, if you're punching me in the back of the head, right when I'm about to... Wait, when he's about to reach his climax? Wait, who's reaching the climax? I'm sorry. Donkey Punch, an absurd sex act in which a man punches his partner in the back of the head as he reaches climax in order to make her muscles tighten. Okay, so when the guy's about to nut, he punches her in the back of the head. That just seems stupid and very unsafe. You can knock her out. If you guys are on the bed, you hit her too hard, she bangs her head on the headboard, she dies or passes out. How exactly do you explain it to the cops? Oh, well, I was listening to Talk Radio, and I heard her say this thing, and all of a sudden this sounded like something exciting for me to do. Don't you guys blame me for your bullshit. There's also a show, I never got to see it yet, but there's a show called Sex Sent Me to the ER. I guess you guys can Google that somewhere and look that up, because apparently people do this kind of shit. I'm telling you, all these crazy things we're mentioning, people do them and somehow end their asses up in the hospital because they got stuck doing something stupid. I'm saying, like in the story I told just now, I could have potentially gotten stuck with, the dildo or something. Maybe it gotten stuck in there, couldn't come out, or I don't know, something could have happened. Thank God it didn't. But I'm just saying, things can happen, especially when you put weird things in your orifices. Like I know at one time in the pride community, it was a big thing for gay men to put, let's say, peanuts or different things into the asshole, to the rectum, and having gerbils eat it out. And then the gerbil would go in there, because it's a burrowing animal, it'd go in there, burrow in the ass, and then get stuck and couldn't come out. Because how do you poop out a gerbil? This is actual stuff. I'm not making this up, I swear. This was actual things going on for quite some time, like in the 90s. I'm telling you. My pride community knows. They know. They know. Let me give you guys one more before we go into another song. Let's see. Donkey Show. Donkey. It's a lot of donkey things, isn't it? Donkey show. The mythic show that occurs in seedy bars of developing countries in which a woman is penetrated by a what? By a donkey. They got women fucking donkeys. How is he get? See what I'm talking about? So I'm telling you guys, it's not unheard of that a woman can handle 18 inches. I'm telling you, one of my children was born, God bless her, 9 pounds 2 ounces at birth, 24 inches long. No C-section, no epidurals. I'm telling you, this thing that God gave me is amazing. I'm telling you. You guys, if you just tuned in, go back to the archives. When I'm done, reload the page and you'll hear the story that I told about why I'm saying all of this stuff about my cooch. Giving you guys my coochie stories this evening. Tonight is all about the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D. We're talking about the letter D this evening and playing some music and having a good time and being grown as pluck. So, are we changing the genre? Am I changing the genre right now? Or did I have one more? I think I had one more before we changed over. All right, we're going to get into the soca portion of the show now. So let's start off with Miss Jadelle, Deserve It All, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Yes, up you woman there. Man, I will hold you tonight, yeah. Girl, you body right, but they kinda tune you, baby. Party all day, me like that life. Champagne popping, me want no lie, yeah. Me only want it tonight, yeah. Whether you a bad girl in a sheet, yeah, or you link one time just between, yeah, or you want to settle and hold on, settle and hold on. Whether you're the rough or the slow down, don't let them tell you what you can't do now. Girl, go, girl, go, girl, go.
TAWK Radio.
You can spend it all. Girl, come and rock out your waist non-stop. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Girl, you find everything, nana. Girl, you so, girl, you so. Girl, you deserve all of it. You deserve all of it. Wind to the ground and turn it around and stick out your tongue like you. Girl, just wind your body up and just spin it like a top. Wind to the ground and turn it around your bottom like you deserve it all. Yeah, you're right. What you do concerns nobody.
TAWK Radio.
You can have anything, spend money. Them cannot judge you for the things you do. Girl, pull up with your crew and go hard, go hard. Whether you a bad girl in a sheet, yeah, or you link one time just between, yeah, or you want to settle and hold on, settle and hold on. Whether you're the rough or the slow down, don't let them tell you what you can't do now. Girl, go, girl, go, girl, go. You should have it all, like on your wine and your body up. You
TAWK Radio's Freaky Friday.
Anytime, anywhere, nana. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Girl, you find everything, nana. Girl, you so, girl, you so. Girl, you deserve all of it. You deserve all of it. Wind to the ground and turn it around and stick out your tongue like you. Girl, just wind your body up and just spin it like a top. Wind to the ground and turn it around your bottom like you deserve it all.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with your host Cyber Kai on Talk Radio. The ABCs of Sex series, the letter D. So let's continue. All right. Double-sided dildo. Priders, a double-headed dildo meant for simultaneous insertion by two people. Dorophilia, a fetish for leather, fur, hair, or skin. Really? A fetish for skin. So what does that mean? That's got me really thinking like some Silence of the Lambs type shit. I'm just saying, what kind of skin fetish you have with the softness of it, the texture of it? I need some more information. on that. Now, double bagging. Okay, so that's wearing two condoms for extra protection against contracting an STD or having an unplanned pregnancy with a promiscuous woman. Ironically, though, the friction between the two condoms actually makes them likely to break. Listen here. Let me just give a disclaimer real quick, yeah? If you are fucking with someone that you feel like you need to put on two condoms for, guess what? You probably shouldn't be sleeping with them. Just a little heads up. Just kind of a little heads up. Yeah. Kind of thinking that. All right, so now we got a double bedder. Double bedder? Having sex twice in one day with two different people. Oh. A sex partner so attractive that you want to have sex with her twice in the same night, or with two mattresses beneath you to absorb the massive pounding you want to give her. Well. So, is there anybody out here giving out two mattress fucks is what I need to know right now. A double bedder that you got to put an extra mattress on just to catch the pressure, the vibration, the bounce back of what's about to go down when the goes down's going down. Which one of my guys got a back that strong? Who's out here giving out double mattress bangs? I need to know all your dick business right now. For real. I do. I feel like I need to be in your business. All right then, double blowjob. When two people perform fellatio on the same mat. Oh. I've actually seen... Wait, have I seen that done? I've seen that done in porn before. It's interesting looking, but again, me and my greedy ass. First of all, I love doing it. Second of all, I can't imagine. Not only do I not want to be sharing and watching somebody else getting at my guy that way, I don't want to be tasting your saliva. The whole fun for me in doing that with my guy specifically is I like the taste of my juices on him. So whether it be my saliva, my coochie juice, my sweat, whatever, I don't want to be tasting somebody else's saliva while I'm doing that. Yeah. I'm trying to think if it even turns me on when I watch it on porn. I don't know, but you know what, you guys? I'm willing to do homework for you guys. I will go watch some porn later on, specifically with that kind of thing in it, and report to you next week Friday. I will do that. For you. Not for myself, I'm doing it for you talkers. I'm sacrificing that way and doing homework for you guys on a Friday night. You're welcome. All right. Double fisting. Inserting two hands into the vagina or asshole. Okay, wait. Now, I've seen this double fisting thing done before on porn. It's not really attractive to me whatsoever. I'm thinking it's the same kind of thing as having me the dildo and the guy and the whatever. I don't like how it looks, but I did not know, nor have I ever seen, thankfully, it being done in somebody's asshole. Oh, man. Yeah, no. No. Seems like a lot. It just seems very painful, and it's got my coochie extremely dry right now. So, no. Anywho, let's continue here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. I do have some more soca music queued up, don't I? I do. So, this is Patrice Roberts and Nessa Preppy. Here, I believe this one's called Splash. Here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Patrice again, Nessa. We go kill him with the wine, girl. That's right. Hey. Splash. Body wet up, wet girl. Where the man them prefer. Drip drop on a wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer, baby. Splash. Body wet up, wet girl. Where the man them prefer. Drip drop on a wine and bubble. Body wet like prefer, baby. Splash.
What you call that sauce? Guy now I make man what he calls. Cause them want me single. Them man want to mingle.
Where you want? Loose this. Want to taste some sweet juice, eh? Hey, I go give you the wine, but you have to work for this ride. Splash.
Body wet up, wet gal with the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like river, baby. Splash. Body wet up, wet gal with the man them prefer.
TAWK Radio.
Body wet like river, baby.
Everywhere you see me, I bet I'm in looking dreamy. I bet you see in this steam there, and this walking that
TAWK Radio.
Cause them want be single, single. Them man want to mingle, mingle.
Where you are? Loose this. Want to taste on the sweet, sweet juice. Hey, I gon' give you the wine, but you have to work for this ride. Splash.
Body wet up. Wet gal with the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like river, baby.
Splash. Body wet up. Wet gal where the man them prefer. Drip drop when I wine and bubble. Body wet like river, baby.
Patrice, that's a baby. Let me go pee. Hey.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays, the ABCs of Sex series. So I do believe I got two more songs, a couple more things to tell you guys, and two more songs. Actually, three more songs. I forgot because I have a story I wanted to tell you guys about this evening. It's a little late though. I'm thinking, I went 2 hours already. I think I'll tell you guys next week because I want to be very animated about this story, and it's very important. And I think what I'll do is I'll start the story off. There was an article that was sent to me about a case going on of a sexual nature that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And as I have the platform, I want to bring some light to it and flip out about a few things. And I think I'll do it next week before I start the letter E. I think so. Depending. Yes, but I'll talk about it next week because I've already hit the 2 hour mark already. So a couple more terms and two more songs, and we're going to wind it down for the evening because I do want to be very, very animated about this. And I actually would like to be responsible and do a little bit more research on the article as well. But it really rubbed me the wrong way. And it is something that's going to lead into a bigger conversation in the future because we need to be talking about things. And that's what this platform is about, talking about things that other people are not talking about. But we need to be. We need to be unafraid, unapologetic, unscripted, and uncensored here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. Let's continue. A douche cannon or nozzle is a penis. Really? A douche nozzle? Okay. Douche packer, a lesbian who wears a strap on. Okay. Down low, keeping an affair low key in order to avoid detection. A homosexual who is reserved when it comes to who he opens up to about being gay. That's a topic that was very big a couple years ago, and we're going to bring it back up because it's still very prevalent to discuss, because even though we've come a long way as far as LGBTQ rights are concerned, there's still a lot of people that are in the closet and doing dangerous things sexually to keep their secrets. So we'll have to discuss those things, in a more responsible matter. Not trying to out people, just want to have some serious adult responsible conversations. All right, doxy, a promiscuous woman, also a slut. Nice fancy name for a slut is a doxy. Doxy. See, you guys can learn some things. You can say they call your coworker at work that gets on your fucking nerves. You say, "Hey, doxy," and she's like, "Oh my god, they're so cute. I think they're so cute." She's trying to bang the bosses to get a promotion. Banging other co-workers, always acting like she's drunk at the Christmas parties, but very conscious of who she's going after. Right? It's called a doxy. She'll think it's cute until she looks it up and probably gets you fired. But whatever, don't follow me. Don't follow me. I don't. I'm just saying, doxy is a pretty name for a promiscuous woman. All right then. DP, double penetration, when a woman is simultaneously penetrated anally and vaginally at the same time. Dracophilia, a fetish for dragons. Okay, now look at how does that work? They're saying dragons from the beginning were mythical creatures, never existed, and so they don't exist now. So you never had sex before because you can't find a dragon to fantasize about? What are we talking? Now we're talking about all these what are these medieval times dress up type things, and maybe someone dressed from that kind of era to get you turned on. Is that what it is? I'm thinking. Dream of cream. It's a wet dream. Oh, okay. That makes sense. A wet dream is called a dream of cream. Okay. A dildo. A dildo. A sex machine made by attaching a dildo to the end of a drill, creating a sex toy that can spin at a dangerously fast rate. See, that doesn't even sound safe at all. It sounds like that would traumatize the fuck out of my vagina. And yeah. So I don't encourage anyone to do that. I know some ass bag is going to try this now. I know this. I know someone listening Now we're in the archives is going to say, wait a fucking minute. I can stick a fucking dildo on my fucking drill. This might be a fantasy for like a carpenter or something. All these ladies are going to get very creative now. All of a sudden she's very interested in your work. Guys, be careful. Be careful. Let's see. Dual airbags is another name for breasts. Really? Really? Okay. And before I go to the next song, a duff. A duff? D-U-F-F. Designated ugly fat friend. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Well, you guys are ladies, so don't let anyone call you a duff, ladies, because they're trying to insult you. This is why you learn things. This is why you learn things. I guess it could go for guys as well. You know, my homeboy's a duff. I mean, it could be the same shit. So, you know what that means now. If they call you that, it's not some reference from The Simpsons. Don't let them tell you bullshit. You remind me of the beer, whatever. No. They're calling you the designated ugly fat friend. Means that somebody good looking wants to come over, but they got their friend hanging with them, relative or something. The parents said they couldn't ditch them, so they got to come. They let you know in advance, whoever you bring to keep this person company, this is their setup, right? They're unattractive or whatever. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So I'm just saying. There it is, and Bob's your uncle. Now, got 2 more songs here to play. This next one is Bungie Garlin, All Houses Road, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Oh, you can't find in your mind. Warm to your imagination. We feel that all this thing cancel like cancel. Let's think can't cancel what we doing, brother. You're mad. Brother high still jumping on in the gallery like it's rude. And then somebody getting mad at this suddenly like it's rude. My house is the rude. Backyard is the rude. Front yard is the rude. Side yard is the rude. Alright, hey. All houses road, brother. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. Them laughing at Trinidad, say carnival, we don't have that. We go take speaker box and load it up on a van back. Put rum in a knapsack, then jump out in a hazmat. Party in we are, you see the gate, we not going past that. Early Juve morning, the mantle still have to take up the powder, still have to fly, and the pen still will have to spray up the sweat, still will have to sweat.
CAWK Radio, Freaky Friday.
Brother high still jumping on in the gallery like it's road. And then somebody getting mad at this suddenly like it's road. My house is the road. Backyard is the road. Front yard is the road. Side yard is the road. Alright, hey. All houses road, brother. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. All houses road, brother. All houses road. All houses road right now. All houses road. Everybody know that I's a man locator with absence. Even if it's me alone, I party like I don't have sense. That drinks by the side wall, DJ by the back fence. The future look cancel, so I sticking down in the past tense. I check the possibilities and I check the ratio of going back to the venue, the music, the crowd, the stage show. Look like this year I have to call all of my friends on video. If guys are with go, and guys are with go. Brother high still jumping on in the gallery like it's road. And then somebody getting mad at this suddenly like it's road. My house is the road. Backyard is the road. Front yard is the road. Side yard is the road. Oh, hey. All houses road, brother. All houses
CAWK Radio.
This year all houses road. All houses road, brother. All houses road. All houses road. This year all houses road. Them laughing at Trinidad, say carnival, we don't have that. We go take speaker box and load it up on a van back. Put rum in a knapsack, then jump out in a hazmat. Party in we are, you see the gate, we not going past that. Early Juve morning, the mantle still have to take up the powder, still have to fly, and the pen still will have to spray up. The sweat still will have to sweat, but there won't be a crowd to break up. Even if it's me alone, carnival never stop. Brother high still jumping on in the gallery like it's road. And then somebody getting mad at this suddenly like it's road. My house is the road. Backyard is the road. Front yard is the road. Side yard is the road. Oh, hey. All houses road, brother. All houses road. All houses road. This year all houses road. All houses road, brother. All houses road. All houses road. This year all houses road.
Thank you, Bungie. Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio with your host, Cypher Kai. I think I'm going to miss a few seconds cue there. But it's all good, you guys. A couple more terminologies to give you guys, and then... Oh, okay. Okay, I was concerned for a second, you guys. I thought, see, this is why you guys need to be in the public chat room having a very grown conversation with Ven. All right, Ven, I didn't mean to cause any offense. I wasn't understanding. I'm trying to read your stuff and a couple other things coming in my face, and I just want to understand. I'm glad you made it very clear for those who might go back in the archives and check this out. You made it very clear that you're not an angry dolphin. Okay. You guys got to go back in the beginning of the episode to understand what we're talking about. Even go back into the ABCs of Sex series letter A. See what we're talking about. So you gotta follow along and pay attention and stuff. So I got a couple more terminologies for you and one more song as the exclude for the evening. So we got, what's this one here? Dutch oven. Oh, God. When you fart while in bed with a partner, then pull the covers over both of you. Oh my God. First of all, you know what? As gross as this sounds, I would actually like to know that I am dating someone we have such a rapport that even as grown as we are, that is something we could do. Not often, obviously, not often, but I would find that shit funny as fuck. Especially if it's not one of those farts that make you choke and gag, because sometimes you wonder, why the fuck do I smell like that? The food that I ate smells so nice and tastes so nice. Why does it come out smelling like that? You know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. So that's what a Dutch oven is. The next one is dust under the bed. Sex so good it spills onto the floor. Sex so thorough and complete you do not miss a thing. Ooh. This sounds like what I described a couple of weeks ago. I was talking. I said a couple of months ago, and I said I'd like to know I'm dating someone that treats my pussy like a pool table. Right? Hitting all those corners exactly right. Scoring points along the way. Dust under the bed. Okay, I don't know the correlation to having dust under the bed and good sex, but this is what they said it means. So I'm sharing it with you guys, right? Ooh, Dutch rudder. Dutch rudder. While a man grips his own penis, another person moves the masturbator's forearm, steering the dick ship toward the okay, so the guy's holding his own dick. I grab his forearm and kind of make him, kind of like the thought of that. I'm envisioning that. I like watching guys knock themselves off. I think it's very sexy. Especially when they're confident with it. Oh my goodness. I'm getting an orgasm right now just thinking about it. All right, let's move on. Two more. Dysmorphophilia, a fetish for mentally or physically impaired partners. Ooh. Okay. Now, I don't like the mental part. Physical, I can get with. Mental again makes you feel like you're taking advantage of someone. I don't like the thought of that. But I'm just letting you guys know what it means. Dysmorphophilia. All right. And the last one for the evening in the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D, is dyspareunia. Difficult, challenging, or painful sex. Now, I would assume that can happen in a couple ways, right? If you've got fibroids, I heard it's normally painful to have sex. If you are entirely too big for the person you're fucking, because a lot of women, you know, as much as I was shitting around earlier talking about this and that, you know, everybody's hymen, uterus, and everything is situated different. So what might be super painful for one person might be easy and nice and enjoyable for somebody else. So dyspareunia is difficult, challenging, or painful sex. And those are the terminologies for the evening. And I'm going to play this one last song to wind down the show for the evening. This has been the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D on Talk Radio, www.tawkradio.com/shows. If you guys are going to go back in the archive when the show is done, literally immediately as I finished the broadcast and got off, you can reload the page with about 30 seconds. Reload the page, go back from the beginning. You can hear everything that you missed. Yes, share the link around if you so dare. If you dare, you can do that. But give the disclaimer and let them know they need to have headphones on. So the exclude for the evening is going to be lyrical good energy here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
It's only good energy. Love is all me give, that is how me live. Keep it real with them, never faking it. But some people don't like when you make it. So we don't power with them, we don't power with them. We don't want no time to go on war with them. Yo, we don't power with them, we don't power with them. Keep we good energy so we stay far from them. You see a fake friend, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. We don't friend up with them, I say, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh
TAWK Radio.
No for them was smile up in front of your face, but them no like ya. No for them no wanna see you do good, though while you drive car. No for them no wanna see when your future getting brighter. They thought they stopped me fire from burning when them snatch me lighter.
Your mother what?
Good energy, that's what me living. Real energy, that's what me giving. No enemy, no we not seeking. But some people like when you make it, so we don't power with them. We don't power with them. We don't want no time to go and war with them. Yo, we don't power with them. We don't power with them. Keep we good energy, so we stay far from them. You see a fake friend, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. We don't friend up with them, I say, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. Tell them, never dwell on nobody energy, they just a warning. So make sure you see a prayer when you rise up in the morning. Cause them don't want to see
TAWK Radio.
They thought I would never rise up again when I was falling, but I want to win. Good energy, that's what me living. Real energy, that's what me giving. No enemy, no we not seeking. But some people like when you make it, so we don't power with them. We don't power with them. We don't want no time to go and war with them. No, we don't power with them. We don't power with them. Keep we good energy, so we stay far from them. You see a fake friend, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. We don't friend up with them, I say, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. Tell them, no for them was smile up in front of your face, but them no like ya. No for them no wanna see you do good, though while you drive car. No for them no wanna see when your future getting brighter. They thought they stopped me fire from burning.
Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Good energy, that's what me living. Real energy, that's what me giving. No enemy, no we not seeking. But some people like when you make it, so we don't power with them. We don't power with them. We don't want no time to go and war with them. Yo, we don't power with them. We don't power with them. Keep we good energy, so we stay far from them. You see a fake friend, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. We don't friend up with them, I say, oh no. We don't mix up with them, oh no. Tell them.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. Give me 2 hours of your night, your time, your life you can't get back. I hope you're not too traumatized. But you know what it is. You know what it is. I gave the disclaimers. We sent the link out with all the, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. I know I learned a lot. I enjoyed spending this time here with you guys tonight. This was the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D. Next week, you're going to do the letter E. Continue straight through the alphabet. Have a conversation about some sexual, articles, a sexual article that was sent to me by a couple of you that want my feedback on it, and I'm happy to give it. So come back next week Friday for that. And also I'm pretty sure by the grace of God I'll be doing a broadcast on Wednesday, more of the political commentary and things of that nature, so check that out on the Wednesdays. It's a bit less profane, unless something's really rubbing me wrong and I gotta go break out my festivity corner, so stay tuned for that. Also, thank you guys so much for hanging out again tonight. Have a safe weekend, lots of safe sex, and enjoy the archives. Later, my love.